Hello and welcome. It's Kara from the Hooting Pirate, and today we're going to talk about keeping your habits or goals or the thing that you want to improve on top of mind. So we're going to start by decorating my weekly page for next week. I have a cold. Actually, I'm over the flu, so bear with my voice, but we'll keep trucking on. Okay, so I'm just going to decorate. This is my Commit 30, and I'm using my Hip Kit Club kits from December. So I've got everything all pre-cut, and I'm just going to put it in as I talk. Now, this is the exclusive paper. There's two that I'm using. I'll show them to you both right now. This is taffeta, and there's the gray stripe on the back, and this is Posies, and it's got like a wood grain on the back. Not like a wood grain, it has a wood grain on the back. So I'm just going to stick this on. And the other side I'm putting along the bottom here. Let's make sure I've got going the right way. Yeah, because I cut the dot, and I have to have the dot line up because, yeah, like I say pretty often, I'm a recovering perfectionist. Some things just still have to be right in my world. And don't mind the messy stitching. This was really thick, and I didn't get it. It was just too thick, and it didn't get it sewn that way. I had to sew it without a machine. This is my first quarter book, so I used this binding. It's not even that. I wouldn't think it would hold up to test of time, but since it's in my traveler's notebook, it really doesn't have to do too much to hold it together. And I used this last week as well. This is the glitter tape from American Crafts. And I'm just going to put it along the bottom of my squares. I'm actually adding a lot more decoration than I usually do for a week. But the first weeks of January aren't that busy with us with appointments and parties compared to December. So I'm going with just more decoration. Just to sort of, because I don't have a lot of appointments or things or tasks or things that I need to add. So I've gathered a little pile of things from the different kits that I liked, and I'm just gonna layer them up just on the sides and stuff. So I did have a picture. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull it up on my phone so I can follow it along, so that I can see that I'm doing my ideas that I had before. Okay, so what I did with that other paper was I fussy cut these little, I guess they're leaves. Yeah. And then I also found this circle that was left over from last week. I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to use that as well. So let's start with that maybe. I'm going to put this here. I probably should have put that under the tape. Yeah, let's cut a piece off that. I just want a little bit sticking out. And then maybe a bit of doily. I did cut some doily too. Probably could have put that under as well. Let's trim that too then. Oops. It's stuck to my scissors. I'm sorry if I sound really bad and I'm going really slowly, but this is me. I never get sick this bad. I just can't, right? Moms just can't get sick, and when you take 5 minutes to rest, we had a whole week off with basically not much to do. So my body decided, oh well, she's gonna rest. Let's hit her hard. Let's get sick. I'm just gonna use dry adhesive. It's hard to get stuff to stick to the top of it, so I'm gonna use dry adhesive. Hopefully that'll work. It worked last week, but then again, I'm not using it all week long. I'm just this is what I did last week. See, it's sort of even coming up, and I don't. You can see I'm sick. If you read my blog post, you'll understand. So I'm kind of just sort of using this adhesive to see if it'll work, and it does. Yeah, because I'm using. I'll be using this page all week long. I want it to stick better than last week did. So that's probably good for that. Let's go on over here. I'm going to kind of layer it up before I start gluing things down. Let's just put that there. Just kind of want a bit of these frames. Sort of hint of pink maybe. And then we're going to use the word happy. So I didn't even make a to-do list for next week. That's okay. I'm going to glue those on after. All right, I'm going to, I wonder if I have my clip. I don't think I do. Oh, let's just start. What I want to do is just sort of stick the parts that I'm sure about. And then if I stick those bits down enough, then they won't move on me. And then I can go back and stick them down better. That doily isn't stuck down. So I'm just getting a bit of each of them stuck somewhere so that I can lift my hand. You can, some people will put a staple right down through the middle or take a clip, which is probably a better idea than what I'm doing, but this has always worked for me. And, oops. There, so that at least I know what I like. I've got it pretty much the way I want it. And then now I can go back and glue. This one's wobbly, so let's get that down first. And this one, I don't think I got it at all. Did I? Yeah. No, we can just do this because I know where that goes. Now that everything's sort of down and pretty much where I want it. What else is moving? This buddy. It's awful thin. There. And then I'm just going to go off the back and trim away all the extra stuff that doesn't fit on the page. Okay. Here, oops. Not quite, almost. There, now let's see if anything moved. The frame moved just a little bit. Oh, I didn't get the happy stuck down. So I don't quite have as much of the frame as I wanted, but that's okay. If it's stuck, yeah, we're good. There. All right, and then I wanted to put these little leaves. Again, just dry adhesive. Let's put this sort of like this. And a little one up top. I like having a little bit of black and white sort of to finish things off. As well as sequins. I might put a few of these too. Let's see how they look. But I don't have my glue pen, so I'll have to glue them down in a minute. Let's see. Don't like the pink one too much. Yeah, I think I'll just add those. Just a few to finish it off. And they're around the edges where I don't usually write too much, so they won't be in the way of writing. So that was pretty quick, I think. I think I like that a lot. Okay, so now let's get into the part about how you keep things top of mind. So in the Commit 30, you've got basically 7 boxes a day. You have a place for notes on the side and down here, but each day has this box up here, 3 boxes here, which either you can use the times that are along here, or they could be a separate task, and then you've got three things here, which could be a list, or again, 3 big tasks. So up here, this line at the top says, this week I commit to. And so this is where I have always, let me see if I have, where I've always written my task, my habit, or whatever that I'm working on. I've always written it at the top. This is last year's January. I've always written it at the very top of the page. So that's all I'm going to do right now. I'm trying to make space in my life, starting with my house, because that's probably it's probably easiest. So all I'm going to do is just write declutter at the top of each day, and then I can cross it off. I'm a crosser offer. Oops, I can't write and talk at the same time. See, I can't. I'm going to do this. I can't talk and write. I'm going to do this later. I'm going to finish later. Yeah, so I lost there. Yeah, so then I just cross it off when I've done it for the day. And I don't like having things not crossed off. So if motivates me to do them. If you want to find out some more ways of keeping your habits top of mind all through the day, every day, because that's when it's important. Not when you're writing your goals, it's in the everyday moments that counts. And that's how you achieve your goals, by doing a little bit each day. So I've got more in the blog post. So if you're coming to this video just from YouTube or somewhere else, pop over to the blog, and I'll have a link in the comments, not in the comments, in the description box, with the blog links. So you can go check that out as well. So happy planning, happy goal setting, and go out and reach those goals. Have a great day.